Hey guys, Jeff the Nature Guy with week 2 of snakes that you may not even know exist right in your own backyard. And this is the, I think, most beautiful one we have here in Montana. A lot of people don't even know it exists. Look at this. Look at the colors on this guy. It looks like I painted him. I didn't. He is actually that color all by himself. This is actually called a milk snake, and what a beauty it is. And look at how tiny he is. He's such a small little snake. He is full grown. This is as big as he's going to get. Now, because he is so little, this guy isn't going to eat big things like rabbits and big rats. No, this guy eats small frogs, earthworms, crickets, a lot of bugs. This guy is more of one of those kind of guys eating those smaller little prey items. Now, a couple things I want to talk to you about these guys. Now, here in Montana, we have the milk snakes, of course, which is this guy here. But in other parts of the country, they have a snake that looks just like this called a coral snake. Now, here's the scary thing, is coral snakes, very venomous. They can really hurt you. Now, milk snakes, they cannot. And when you're in places like Florida, there was always a poem that I knew that I could tell the difference between the two. And here's how this poem goes. It goes like this. Red on black, friend of Jack. Red on yellow, kill a fellow. So let's look at this guy. He's got red that touches the black. Red on black, friend of Jack. That means this guy is not venomous. Now, if he had red that touched the yellow, I would not be holding this guy, I'll tell you that much. Now, despite their small size, these guys have a pretty good predatory instinct, meaning they use that big tongue to smell their prey, and they use that big mouth to grab their prey. Now, the funniest thing about these little snakes is why they get their name. They're called milk snakes. You're probably wondering, why is that? A long time ago, farmers would go out in their barns and they'd see these guys hanging around the cows. And the reason is that the cows would step in the dirt and create a lot of bugs coming out of the dirt. So these snakes would eat those bugs and use the cows to help them out. Well, farmers, they thought that these guys were stealing the milk out of their cows. So they called them milk snakes. But guess what? These guys don't want cow milk. They want the bugs that the cows roost up. So nonetheless, they get that funny name because of that old wives' tale that these guys stole milk from cows, but it's simply not true. So while you're out and about here in Montana, they're found on the eastern side of the state. So if you're out in the places that called sagebrush, which is a kind of a deserty area, you can find these guys hanging around. Look for them because, boy, if you see one of these guys out in the wild, you're pretty lucky. They like to hide pretty well, and they are just beautiful. Oh, beautiful to see. But you can see one for sure right here at Zoo Montana. So hopefully that's where I'm going to see you next time. Until then, I am Jeff the Nature Guy. We'll see you soon.